Hi, my name is Stacy and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'll be making my henna concoction. I'm going to be using my henna powder. I buy this mixture from Kalustyan's. It's an Indian market in New York City. This powder already comes mixed. It's mixed with henna, amla, shikakai, and bring raj. So I'm going to be using about a cup of the henna powder. I'm not using a measuring cup, I'm just eyeballing, but it's about a cup. I'm also going to be using indigo, and this indigo is a darker color, and I'm mixing the indigo and the henna because I don't want the henna to be too bright in my hair. So I'm just mixing. If I used a cup of the amla, I'm going to use half a cup of the indigo. And this is something that's optional. You don't have to do this. This is the powder. This is the mixture. I'm also going to add my Nourish Spa conditioner. I added, I want to say, 1/4 cup. I'm adding oil, and I'm adding wild growth oil. And I'm just going to keep mixing this together until I get the consistency that I want. I've added hot water to this, and I want it to be the consistency of cake batter. So I don't want it too thick, and I also don't want it too runny. If it's really runny, then it's going to, you're going to have a mess. It's going to be more of a mess. So I'm going to add a little bit more water to this, and I don't want it too runny. So this is the consistency that I'm looking for. So again, to mix my henna, I used conditioner, I used wild growth oil, and I used hot water. There's no right way or wrong way to mix the henna powder. It's all according to the consistency that you like. I don't like a runny consistency. And this is the mixture. So I'm going to be applying the henna to my hair. It's really, really messy. And normally I don't apply the henna on camera because it's so messy. But I want you guys to see exactly how I apply the henna. So I'm going to do this on camera. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to part my hair into 4 sections. My hair is in 4 parts. I'm going to start in the front because I want the front to absorb the most color. So I'm going to start. This is the henna. When I first mixed this henna, it was a bright greenish color. And now because I've let it sit, it's really, really dark. And the consistency is that of cake batter or pancake mix. And I find that the consistency is really up to you. You can have it watery, you can have it thicker. I find that this consistency, having it a little bit thicker, like pancake batter or pancake mix, is less messy because when it's runny, it's so messy. So I find that the thicker, the less messy. But the consistency is totally up to you. Okay, so let's get started. And what you're going to need gloves because henna can stain your hands, and you need a plastic baggie or a plastic cap. I do my hair a lot, so I find that me buying plastic caps is really just a waste of money, so I use plastic bags. You want to make sure that this doesn't get in your sink. If it does get in your sink, wipe it really quickly because it can get really messy and it stains. So really be careful with this henna. So I'm going to be applying this as if I was applying a relaxer or if I was applying a regular color. So I'm applying it here first because this is where my hair grays the most. And then I'm just going to part it into smaller sections. I didn't detangle my hair when I washed and shampooed it. I didn't finger detangle my hair, so my hair is a little tangled, but that's okay. So now that the henna is applied to my hair, I'm going to keep this in my hair for about an hour to 2 hours. After the first hour, I'm going to come and check my hair because I don't want my hair to be too bright, so I'm looking for a particular color. So again, the longer you keep it on, the more color you're going to get from it. After about an hour, I'm going to come and check. If I still see gray hair, then I'm going to keep it in longer. However, I'm going to keep checking. After the first hour, if I don't see the color that I want, then I'm going to check every half an hour after that. I'm not going to apply heat or anything. I'm just applying this baggie on my head. So now I'm back to check the color of my hair. So let's see. So I'm putting these gloves back on. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna wash this out of my hair now. Then once I wash it out, I'm gonna deep condition my hair because it's really, really important that you deep condition your hair after applying a henna, because the henna has a tendency to dry out your hair. And that's one of the reasons why whenever I henna my hair, I add a conditioner to the henna mix. So I'm gonna wash this henna out of my hair, then I'm gonna deep condition my hair, and then I'll be back. Just to recap, so this video was all about henna, and so it's really important that you make sure you get an all natural henna. There are hennas that come in a lot of different colors. You want to steer clear from those hennas. Those hennas have added chemicals which can be really damaging for your hair. All natural henna only comes in one color. There are some other henna type herbs, like one is indigo, Indigo is an herb that resembles henna, but it's not henna, and it comes in black. Then there's another herb type henna that's called cassia, and cassia is neutral. Those are the only all natural herbs that you can get that's going to color your hair. Hennas that come in different colors, you want to stay away from. Henna acts as a protein, which means it strengthens your hair. So whenever you use henna, you always want to make sure that you deep condition right after using the henna, because the henna can dry out your hair, can make your hair hard. So it's really important that you deep condition your hair. Henna, when using henna, a benefit of using henna is that your hair is going to be stronger. It's going to thicken your hair. It's going to prevent breakage, which means it's going to promote growth. And so those are really, really important benefits from using henna My hair, I have a lot of gray hair, and so my hair grays really, really fast. And so before using henna, I was using a color, I was using box dyes, and I found myself dyeing my hair like every 2 weeks, and I knew that that was not healthy for my hair. So I decided to go to henna. Henna lasts actually much longer because the color doesn't fade. There's so many other benefits to using henna. For those of you who don't want to use henna to color your hair, you can use henna just for the benefits of henna. You can use henna as a gloss, which means you can use henna, you can add henna to your conditioner and then use it that way. You don't have to leave it in your hair for a long time. The longer you leave henna in your hair, the more color you're gonna get. So like when I first started, my hair was gray. I had a lot of gray around the edges, and I left the henna in my hair for about 2 hours. If I would have left it in longer, my hair would have been colored even more. I actually mixed, in the video you saw that I mixed henna, regular henna, with the indigo because I didn't want it to get that bright red color. So the indigo, because the indigo is black, kind of toned down that red color. And so this is the result. So whenever you do henna, maybe the first 2 applications, you want to do your entire head, because you want all of your hair to get the benefits of using, you want all of your hair to get the benefits of henna. But then after that second application, or maybe even the third application, I would only apply it to my roots. And I do that because henna has been known, I have never experienced this, but I probably didn't experience this because I don't do this. But henna has been known to loosen your curl pattern. And so that's one of the reasons why I don't continue to apply it to the length of my hair. So that's another thing to be careful with. The more you apply henna, the more it's known to loosen your curl pattern. So I applied it to the length of my hair because I hadn't used it in a while and my hair was kind of weak. And so going back to using henna, I applied it to the length of applied it to my roots first, and then I applied it to the length of my hair. But I won't do that again, probably maybe for about 6 months. So I hope this video was beneficial. I hope it was informative. If it was, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.